guys. Okay, so I just did a video about like it's not your time, right? Like some of us are still in like a little holding pattern. Like, you know, like if you're anticipating justice coming from something, like you know that whoever did something wrong to you or mistreated a union, a relationship is going to get karma. Now it's just a matter of time when, right? So you're literally in this holding pattern. The video that I just did was just be patient, be very diligent in continuing to grow, because sometimes this kind of stuff is also a test, you know? So if you're, you know, again, waiting on something, waiting on karma to deliver, and she will. She knows your, she knows your address. But if you are waiting for something like that, be diligent, and then also make sure that you're not getting off your track. Because do you remember the lady in the Bible that, you know, God said, move forward, right? I will take care of this. I will deliver the karma. You move forward. Told her ass not to turn around and not look back, right? That's the part in being diligent. That's the part that I'm talking about that needs to make sure that you're just carry on, move forward, because she turned around. So what that meant in an analogy or a metaphor was that she went back to her old ways, or she went back to a toxic relationship, or, you know, she continued a pattern of some sort that God told her not to. Don't do that. Don't turn around, or you're gonna be, you know, put in a pillar of salt. Oh my God, money! That's exciting. Merry Christmas. You know, so that's where I'm saying, like, that's the diligence. Make sure that your mind is still forward. Make sure that you're standing correctly, like in this line that I talk about of ascension. Like, there's people that are way farther on their ascension process than I am, and they're way above me. Or let's go on the hotel floors, they're way up on the, like, high floors. They're like in the suites, you know? But we're all trying to get up there. Now, whether or not, you know, some people can handle that, you know, is another, that's another video. You know, because at this point, I feel like we are very much down the wire. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But in my experience and where I am at in my timeline, yeah, there's an end cap, because you guys know that I talked about, like, I procrastinated for literally 2 years. I heard the call, you know, I'm like, oh, I heard that, you know, like, it was just God saying, come on, shit or get off the pot. Like you know better, you know, and it was hard, but I had to listen to that, and I didn't. For 2 years, I kept kind of swimming around in the same fuckery, you know, knowing what the problem was. And how I got out of that was going to be a totally, that's another video too. But if now is not your time and you kind of feel like you're in this, like I want to go, like, come on, I see it. There's that light at the end of the tunnel. I'm real close to it. You know, I'm that, and even, what is it, the Schumann resonance? That went total white in the span of like 16 hours. That is such, like, and if you have to, like, use an example for it, it would be like, I lost my train of thought. I lost my train of thought because I started thinking, how many times am I going to say like? You know, like, how annoying am I? But the Schumann resonant went white for like 16 hours. I do remember saying that. Bear with me, it's been a long day. It's been a hustle day. But during that time, that's where energetically, because we're beings on earth, spirit, angels, they are like Mother Gaia. Sorry, I have so many things going through my head. Mother Gaia, Earth, actually has a pulse to it, right? It has a frequency that she carries too. So when the universe is giving the earth more frequency and more life and more awareness and more, you're conscious. And when I say conscious and then I use the word asleep, if I say the word conscious, I'm literally meaning like you are aware, you are awake of all things around you. You understand that the trees matter, that the earth matters, that the next neighbor matters. You understand how every piece of this all fits. You grasp that. That's being aware. That's being awake. Now, if you are, using that particular, like, you're aware for evil deeds or evil goods, or like you're kind of manipulating it a little bit, no, that's where I'm talking about that karma's gonna, like there's divine purposes as to why people's paths cross. And if your path crosses with somebody and then you are deliberately hateful to that person, trying to keep them down when we're all here to ascend and be our greater good and be our good, our purpose here. If you're the person that is trying to keep down somebody that has like this plan from God, you're fucked. I just need to say that because I've been on the other side of that. Okay, I've been on the other side of that. That's why I'm saying, like, I had to go through that, like, karma. It instantly came to me. That's why it's like, at this point, I like to keep, it's just clean. Clean friends now, I didn't. I had very toxic people. Clean energy in my home, I didn't. I lived with somebody very toxic, which made our atmosphere and the energy within those four walls very toxic, okay? When you come across somebody that's very toxic, it's not like their toxicity stays in like this little bubble and you're just trolley line out here in love and light. That's not how that works. Because their their energy is so fractured, right? They don't even have like a full bubble around them. They have like pieces and chunks out of it. And well, where do you think that energy is going to seep out of those fractured pieces? And then if you happen to be in the line of that, or if you're in those four walls, good luck. Starting an escape plan. Hire an attorney. Start stacking money. And get out. Just saying. I'm only telling you guys my story because I'm hoping to help you guys. I felt like I didn't have somebody to help me. I had people on the outside that helped me, and I'm appreciative of that. Like someone helping me with like the military side of things. I needed that. I didn't know. Somebody to help me with even the finances. I didn't know. I was so in the dark, not by choice. I was so in the dark that I didn't know certain things. And now, looking back, I feel like an idiot. Like I gave this person my power. Energetically, sexually, financially. Do better. Do better. So now I'm at the end of this, and I feel like I'm almost in this holding pattern. Like God's saying, hold on. Don't look back. But my ADHD is like, let's go. Get this over with. I need to cut this last cord. I have to do this last. energetic ritual to cut energetic ties with these people, and it's not just one. I know some of y'all are thinking, because some of you guys, kind of do know my storyline, and some of you guys are new to this, and it's fine. I hope one day you can tell your story too and heal, and you don't feel so silenced. Because anybody that started out with me, my throat chakra was so closed, damaged. Remember, again, I felt like I was better seen than heard. You're the product on the shelf. You come out when I need you. Don't talk. I'm allowed to go over here and do all of this. Don't say anything. So over time, your throat chakra is like... So while I was trying to launch my YouTube channel, between the anxiety and then also just my throat chakra and then the doubt and the, no, mental support, yeah. I might as well have just cut my throat out of my face. But on the other side of that, is peace. The other side of that is, victory within yourself. And yes, it's super hard, but don't look back. You can't. Even if you start to lose people in the process, God is going to take things, people, whatever, out of your life. And I hate to say it, but even whenever you start to get into spirituality and that kind of thing, the people that don't understand this, the people that don't understand what you're doing, although it's for the good, right? It's backed by goodness, right? They don't understand it. It's foreign. It's different. It's different than what you were. It's different than who you were. And now you're trying to present yourself to the public or to your friends or to your, family in this newfound kind of healed version of yourself. So those people, some of them that have hurt you, are going to clamp down a little bit further. Your boundaries go up a little higher. Because the person that is trying to sway you or disable you is not going to want to see you grow, because they're not growing. So they sure as hell don't want to see you do any better than them. Red flag. Kind of sounds like narcissistic. Personality disorder. They don't want to see you get ahead. They don't want to see you get any higher than they are. And if it means that they have to do something cruel and evil to put you back in this place on that shelf, they will do it. Why? Because they're selfish. They're acting out of a very greedy, very shallow mentality. They're not thinking of the collective or other people or how it will even affect a person or a relationship or anything like that. They're not thinking out of that. That's why a lot of times, if you try to come to them and ask, say, hey, I need to talk to you about this. This really kind of bothers me, and if you guys are friends or family or spouses, you guys should already have that communication, right? We should. But if you don't, then your throat chakra gets closed because they don't want to hear what you have to say. Plus, they don't want to see you growing. So sometimes when you do go through the dark night of the soul or shadow work or anything like that, you're going to feel alone until you start to get up out of it, and then you're looking on the vibration. You know how I like to talk about hotel floors. Now you're up on the 7th floor. Maybe those people are on the 4th floor, right? At least they're not on the lobby floor anymore. Now we're up on 1st, 4th, 2nd, 3rd, lower levels. That's lower dense energy that they're residing in. Mentally, maybe physically, maybe you're super overweight. you have addictions because you're living in a lack mindset. So to comfort yourself, it's food. Versus on the other side of that, to comfort yourself, you don't eat. So when you get on the other side of the ascension or up above, you're starting to move yourself up, you're going to notice a disruption within the people around you, because that's not the frequent, it's new. If they're here and you're here, you've done the work to go up at least 2 or 3 floors. Now you're up on this top floor. They haven't even looked at it. They don't know what binaural beats means. They don't know what, you know what I'm saying? Like Dolores Cannon, when you start to really get into this and you can come across somebody that has the same verbiage, same lingo, it's amazing. Because you're just like, I see you. You're doing the work. Go inside and do the work. And I'm not saying inside your house. I'm saying inside. Is your heart cold? Are you a bitch? Are you a dick? Find out why. Are you trying to guard yourself from everybody around you so you just feel like if you come off as a bitch, everybody will leave you alone? That's not true. Just something to think about. I just got home from work and I was let the puppies out and thought I'd fold laundry with you guys as I kind of, because these are the things that I think about all day. That's why I don't watch TV. That's why I don't watch the news. That's whenever I do come across something on TikTok that maybe was on the news, I was like about Trump and the ballots and he actually won and like all the things. I'm like, y'all, this shit's coming out. All this stuff that I have said for 2 years about Biden not being the actual Biden, Michelle Obama being a man, the ballots, forgeries, all the things, our currency, our schooling system, the shit that they put into our food. They put little white pieces of plastic that look like rice in our rice. Educate yourself. Stop going through life just willy-nilly. You're just, here I am. There's no substance. There's no weight to you. Be present. What's around you? When you start to figure out even what's around you, my heart just went. When you start to see that, you start to also see spirit. They'll start to talk to you. Quiet your mind. The veil is super thin right now. Especially with the moons, all these little moon phases and all this stuff that's going on right now. It's like, and then all the stuff with the QAnon. I came across a post this morning that was like, basically all the people that, thought QAnons were crazy or like we're about to get vindicated, and like all this stuff that we've been trying to tell y'all over the last 2 years was actually correct. And, you were real mean to me or blocked me or told me I was stupid or made fun of me. Y'all can fuck off now. Like, who was the stupid one? Who? But who? Because it was, you didn't know. You were uneducated or ignorant. And I know when people say the word ignorant, they're like, oh my God, don't call people names. No, you think of the word literally. What's it mean? Lack of knowledge. You don't know. God said, I will die. I will die. God said, my people will die from a lack of knowledge. He was right. Because all these people that are indoctrinated to thinking one thing, pulling it up at church, thinking that's the lucky ticket. It's not. That's a corporation. That's a business. Man-made. Jesus wasn't doing that. Jesus didn't even go to, I just think when we start to make things click, make things, and you're an adult now, so fix it. Stop fixing everybody else around you and start to fix yourself. And I know that's scary. You know, and a lot of times I would feel such like, you know, let me save this person. Or I would see red flags, but I would like, oh, well, it's fine. You know, they said that they wanted to change, or they said that they wanted to be a better person, so I'm going to go off of that, right? And then I'm going to marry this person. Then I'm going to divorce them, and I'm going to be here. You know, like, I trusted too easily. Words that don't match actions are manipulation. Words that do not match actions or behaviors is manipulation. Had to learn that the hard way. But it's kind of funny because I used to say to my son all the time, and he used to get so mad. Or he would say, I hate when you say that. What you do and what you say are two different things. Just, you know, it's like, that's manipulation. So, again, when you start to really live life literally is when you start to realize, like, you need to get your act together. You need to move forward. There's a bigger person, not even a person, why did I say that? A bigger universe that is directing you. You have to be teachable. If you're not teachable, then you're probably an asshole or a bitch. You're not listening to anybody or anything that anybody's saying. If it's out of your narrative or it's out of your wheelhouse, you just will not look at it. Well, that's ignorance to me. You're just, you know, like, do you not want to learn anything else? Like, once you hit, say, I'm 48. So once I hit 48, nope, no more learning for me. You know, like, I just feel like there has to be this, you're still an adult. You still, now that you've kind of mastered life, and I'm sure you've had your careers and side gigs and that kind of thing that you've done, but now start to turn it inwards and start to master yourself. Start to master those magical abilities that you have. I understand that everybody says that it's witchcraft. Okay, well, if we take the words off and we look at the behavior or the action that Jesus did, that was magic. That was magic. He knew how to control his magic. He knew how to do Reiki. He knew how to do, like, he's painting sigils in the fucking sand. Like, he's got tattoos on his leg. It said on his thigh, we're not supposed to have tattoos. You know, like, when you start to become real aware of really who he even was and kind of start to, like, mimic him, you know, start to see, like figure out what he did. If anything, if you have a Bible and it has the little red, because that's what Jesus said, read all of that and then, you know, kind of put it together. Everybody else is a sub-character within the book. He's it. You know? A black guy with wool, hair of wool, this ain't wool. You know? That you have to be real literal. Remember whenever you were in like nursery school in the church and you're sitting there and they start to teach the same stories over. Only a couple though. You know? It's like reading 50 Shades of Grey and only getting a couple little chapters. Like, no, read the whole book. You know, just, there's a lot more in it. Then I would wonder, like, well, why would they take out books of the Bible? Like, was it not written well? You know, like, I'm thinking Hollywood, you know, needed to only have so many pages. Like, what is this? That's when you start to live literal. Figure it out. Look at it. Look at the scripture. What's it say? What's it correlate with? Okay, put yourself there. Because at this point, we're just in a different timeline. Same shit's going on. If Christ is still here, same shit's going on. Floods. Government shit. You know, them crucifying. Oh, here's the thing. Think about Hillary Clinton. Her body count. Think about her as like the government in the church. So if the outside people like Jesus or somebody that has truth, for talking truth comes against the church, Hillary's gonna kill him. It's man-made. They're really protecting it. Because there's underlying like storylines that are way under it. You're just sitting in, you're just here. You don't even understand just educate. Educate yourself on the Pope, the Vatican, this most holy guy, right? I mean, he's slapping kids at like what was it? Not communion, but the baptism. He slapped the hell out of a child, a baby. He wasn't even like a kid. You know, like, is that what did Jesus do? No. You know, very literal, and then paint that person. You've seen how this person acts. Now judge him. Behavior, not words. Because right now you're holding on to words going, oh, but the Pope is so holy. But is he? You know? So that's the rest of my I wanted to do this. We had a great day at the salon. Had a bridal trial come in. It's cute. Her and her mom did. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I love you and happy Mother's Day. I hope you guys have a great Mother's Day and can spend that with your family, and love and light.